Hello and welcome back to the Forget Me Not garden. So I've got a plan for today, and the plan today is to sort primarily this greenhouse out. So as you know, if you've been watching a few of my past videos, I got this greenhouse back in sort of August time last year, and I erected it, and because it was coming to the end of the season, I didn't really do anything with it. I just put some bits in there just to store over the winter. Now, in the next few weeks, I'm actually going to be putting some raised beds into the greenhouse. So the plan is to have 2 raised beds coming down the side of the greenhouse. So if I show you what I mean, basically, I'm going to have this area that I've got here is all going to be kind of made into a raised bed. So what I need to do today is actually weed this part here that is just been neglected while it's been overwintering, ready so I can put the raised beds into at the weekend. So that's planned today, just to sort of weed this greenhouse. I'm moving some seedlings out just so I've got a bit more room. We've had a few seedling casualties doing that. I don't know what happens when you move stuff around in seedling, but yes, a few seedling casualties, but only one. Sorry Ali, they were your peppers, but they're okay, I think. But yeah, that's the plan now. What I also want to do, these raw beans, they are pretty much ready to go out now. They are coming through the bottom, so if I show you like where I'm going to put them, and then what I'm going to do is just give you a tour of the garden on both the allotment gardens, both here at the primrose plot and down at the Forget Me Not garden, just to show you how it's looking at the moment, and then also show you what I'm going to plant where and what's going to go where. So that's the plan for today. So first things first, greenhouse. So it's quite good because the weeds are actually coming out quite easily because it's quite hot in here, so the soil is quite dry. If I look at the moment, it's 23 degrees. And that's with the window open. The other thing I'm actually going to get, I've got someone actually fitting the beds for me because I'm not very DIY, and he's actually going to fit the window opener. So hopefully it won't get so hot in here. But right, let's carry on. Get in there. Right, so that's the greenhouse actually tidied up. I'm actually really pleased with it because it looks so much better, as it would do when you've just had to tidy up. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's come out. I did film a little bit more, but the camera overheated because it's in the greenhouse, so yeah, there was a bit missing, but never mind. It's one of those things. But let me show you. As you can see, we've got the seedlings down this side, and then just give you a little update of the seedlings actually. So here we have some chilies and peppers that I bought. These are Apache, and then there's also some peppers here. So we've got the Apache chilies, and then there's some peppers. These need desperately popping on, so that is another job to do. These are the sweet peppers that I sowed. I bought some from the garden centre for the peppers because I didn't think they were going to germinate, and then they germinated. They also just take a long time, so that's it. Coming over here, we've got the red bullthorn. These are the ones that had a little casualty, as you can see, him. Oh, but the rest, I think, look okay. But these are the ones that when I was moving, oh God, I'm not very gentle, am I? When I was moving things out, they kind of fell. But we've got the red bullthorn, and then we've got the sweet chocolate pepper, and then there's one that's gone somewhere. These are some cucumbers that I sowed. These are Pachysandra cucumbers. As you can see, these were at home, but they were starting to get a little bit leggy again. So I've just brought them in here just to see how they do. And I'm just going to try some tomatoes. These are Brad's Atomic tomatoes just at the back here. I'm just going to see how they go in the greenhouse, and if they do okay, I'm going to move all the tomatoes in. And then we've got here some, again, red bullthorn peppers. These are from Ali, and then some padron peppers here. Coming down here, so these are the Helena Swede. These are the Swedes. These ones here. These are for Danny's challenge. And then at the back, we've got the Kalets. So these are for the Swede Bega Challenge 2023, and then also the Kalet Crazy 2023. I sowed some courgettes in here, and then some lamb's lettuce here, so they should come up hopefully. And then coming over here, these are the onions. So I actually have a set of onions already in the ground, but they haven't germinated, they haven't really done very well. So I've actually just planted some more. And these ones are, so these are Hercules. So I just got some of them for my birthday. So I just decided to pop these in. These are the broad beans. I've got three trays of broad beans. Bless him, Andy gave me a hand. And I said, could you sow some broad beans? So I left him to it, turned round, he sowed the whole packet. So I've got quite a few broad beans, which is good because I lost a few, so I can take down those to the other garden as well. These are some lettuce. These are iceberg lettuce, they're yet to come up. And then just here we've got some of the peas. So these are the meteor peas. Again, something's nibbled in the greenhouse. I've looked underneath here, can't see anything. So, and then coming down here, these are the leeks that I've sown, and then we've got some sunflowers that I've sown at the back, just here, some sunflowers that I've sown. And then these are some flowers. I can't remember what they are because, as you can see, there is no label. So those are the seedlings that I've grown, and there's some tomatoes at home, as I say, and I'm going to sow some Tigerella tomatoes. Right, next job is to get some of these broad beans in, and then I'm going to show you around. So let's do that now. So that's the broad beans put in. 20 plants so far, and I've got one more tray left over. So there is I've just noticed there's like a plant swap over there, so I might have a look at that and see if there's some plants I can swap, but I've got a feeling everyone's got broad beans, but we shall see, we shall see. But let me show you what I've done. So we've got the 3 rows of broad beans. There's 20 plants here now, so these are all in. It's really nice to see them in actually, but they are all now planted in their final growing position, which is great. Just showing you around. Over here we have the potatoes. So I planted some potatoes here. So in these 3 pots I've now got the second earlies. These are the Charlottes. These are the first earlies, which are the Rocket, which are just in here. Over in this corner down here we have also got planted here 5 rows, I think it was, potatoes. So we've got the first earlies in the first 2 rows, and then there's got second earlies in these rows. Again, I haven't labelled them, but when they're ready, they're ready. First early, second early. Look at this lavender. This is 2nd year now, and this lavender is just really starting to flower. It looks really, I love lavender, just looks really nice. Coming over here we've got the raspberries. So these are summer raspberries, so I will tie these in. All this new growth that's appeared, that will all be tied in, because that is going to be next year's growth. But yeah, I'm going to get some poles and just tie these in so they appear. Actually, looking at here, I thought this one was actually a little bit poorly, but he's actually come up as well, which is great. Coming over here, you've got the garlic. So this is the garlic that's gone in. Just here, there's a row of garlic. I've done some garlic at this garden, and I've done some down at the forget-me-not garden as well. So, but having a look over here, I have a mystery bush coming up. So if you know what this bush is, let me know. And then we've got the herb garden, which is here. So we've got some of the chives, and then we've got some chamomile double, sage, and some parts here. And then what I plan to do is actually plant some sweet peas here, and then some over in here in this little bit to have a bit of a bulb area. So that's the plan. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this plot so far. It's all starting to come together, which is nice. So finally, I'm just going to show you the 2 trees. These 2 trees are in their 2nd year, but look, you've got this bud starting to come up, and this one is I believe this is the plum. This is a plum tree, but it'd be really good. It'd be really good if I have some fruit off that this year. And then coming over here, this one I wasn't sure if it was alive, but we are starting to see here coming in. There are some shoots. You can see a better one here, just really starting to come out of hibernation. So yeah. Fab. I'm really pleased with the progress today. It's been really good. Next week I'm going to be sowing my pumpkins. So I am going to be running a pumpkin challenge 2023. So next week is the day to sow your pumpkins. So I'm going to be sowing those. I'm going to be doing the bigger ones and the smaller ones, but the challenge is open to anyone who has either a little room or a big room. So if you fancy joining along, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll put the Instagram link here now, and I'd love to see all your pictures, sharing what you're growing along as well. As I say, at the end it's just going to be a competition for the biggest one, either in the smaller category or the bigger category, and then also a bonus for the best decorated. So join in, guys. That's it for now, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.